Well, hello then, welcome back to IVATOPIA's Let's Play of Torment Tides of Numenera, if I'm saying it right, episode 2. Okay, we're very early into the game. As you know if you watched my last episode, I'm probably butchering the name. It's the people who did the Pillars game, I believe, Pillars of Eternity. What I actually helped kickstart number 2, and I'm waiting on, I did the package where I get Pillars 1, and expansions, as well as obviously 2. 2's obviously a few years off, but when I get that, I'll probably put it on my channel. Pillars 1. Anyway, where I was up to. Last cast off. Okay. Oh, you're supposed to go down here, wasn't it?
Of course.
Of course. A vision of a city springs up around you. Your city. Oh, nice. In flames. Oh, sugar. Under attack. Her defenders have fought and died all day, and still the attackers keep coming. They fight as if your destruction were demanded of them. They care nothing for mercy, surrender, or plunder. What they want is blood. Leave me alone, meanies. But you have brought a keen-eyed companion to the top of the tower. She has seen the way to stop the invaders. Yes! Wahoo, that's going to be great if she can do it. You need to get her to safety, and you need to rally her defenders. Oh, of course I need to get them safety. It's up to me, of course it is. But even as you turn toward the door of the tower, two of the attackers descend from a hovering machine. You don't have time to strike at them before they land. One is, brutally large. His weapon, a vibrating axe. Ooh, probably uses that for something else, nighttime wise. But anyway, the other is slim, sheathed in glassy armor, and holding a hilt with a sizzling invisible blade. Invisible. Again, they probably did use that for something else at night time. Just saying. Anyway, show more. Your companion backs away. She's too young to help. Your enemies advance single file, confined by the parpet, whatever that is. Okay, so I'm supposed to be detecting this companion who's too young to fight, but she's apparently the key to us winning or something. Okay. Trade blows with the giant. You can handle it for at least a strike or two. Well, that ain't exactly smart. All that's going to do is delay him so they escape. Duck under the giant's swing and attack before he can strike. That sounds more something like I can do. Trouble is, depending where she's standing directly behind me, she might get hit. Fight defensively and figure out who presents a greater threat. Because the thing is, you have this big guy who's slow, but the guy with the invisible guy's stuff might be bigger. So I'm going to do defensively, figure out who's the greatest threat. Otherwise I would go with 2. The memory seems clear. The giant is menacing, it's true, but the invisible blade of his companion is more worrisome still. Ah, good. Right, this is woo! The energy field that flickers and wavers around, it suggests that she can carve matter at the molecule level. Ooh, that ain't good. Tearing pieces of her target into nothingness. If you're to save yourself, your best bet is to tackle her first. She's stuck behind the giant, waiting her turn to attack you, unable to bring her weapon to bear until he's out of the way. But it's clear that she expects him to handle you, and her eyes roll behind you, her focus on your ward. Oh, that's the one I'm protecting. She's certainly not expecting you to dive between the giant's legs and come up inside her guard. She can't bring her blade to bear in time, and you drive your dagger up under her chin. Beautiful! Woohoo! You catch her before her deadly blade drops onto you and spin her around. The weapon slashes into the giant and he topples bisected. Nice. The immediate threat ended. You focus on finding a way back to your ally. You open the tower door and rush down the stairs. The door at the base of the stairs is slightly cracked, opening just a bit into the hall, and you hear more of the enemy soldiers beyond. Hurl yourself against the door and knock them to the ground. Okay. So what was it? You open the tower door. I'm inside now. The door at the base of the stairs is slightly cracked, opening just a bit into the hall, and you hear, oh, I see. So they're going to come, oh, it's open, and I've heard myself in, smash into it just as they're opening it and knock them down. Okay. Crack the door open to sneak past them. Charge through them, counting on your defense to protect you. Is she still with me at this stage? And then focus on finding your way to your allies. You open the tower door. The door at the base of the stairs. I don't know if she's still with me. Because obviously, Crack could sneak past them. But then she's small, so she might listen. Charge through them, counting on your defense to protect you. But then what's about her defense if she is still with me? Hurl yourself against the door and knock them to... Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I think that's the safest thing with both of us, personally. Because I don't know where she is. Oh, but then she's small, so maybe she's good at stealthing. I'm sure if they see her, I'll be able to jump back and defend. I'm going to go with that. Crack the door open, sneak past. You press yourself against the gleaming door, easing it open, and your breath catches in your throat as it squeaks quietly. The sound like a bell in your memory. You pause, but the soldiers in the hall continue to talk. You push again, squeeze yourself through the narrow opening, and creep down the bloodstained hall. Yeah, but they're not even near the door, so I smashed against the door. They'll be sitting there like, yeah, what are you doing, Charlie? Yeah, we're looking for these... What the fudge cake's that? I don't know, go kick that door in, because someone just banged it, basically. So yeah, I think I did the right thing. As long as they don't catch me. Narrow opening and creep down the blood-stained hall. The memory begins to fade and you find yourself back in your own body. Your temples throb with the racing force of your heartbeat, and the reclaimed memory blazes within you like a bonfire on a mountain peak, visible to every predator for kilometers around. Wow. A tremor rocks the floor beneath you, as though a massive fist has struck the room itself. Swaying on your feet, you see frantic movement within the borders of a mirror at the edge of the room. This game's weird. It's pretty cool, but weird.
Of course.
Of course. Interact. Whoa! Oh shit! I thought that. It said a mirror, didn't it? I thought that was somebody coming in to attack me, and it did say mirror. I was like, "Whoa! Who's that?" It's me. It's a mirror, Turbine. The border of this mirror is lavishly decorated with a dizzying, like dizzying, dizzying number of interlocked symbols, daggers, masks, paintbrushes, amulets, and more. But that's nothing compared to what you see in the glass. My reflection, maybe. You see a vast crowd of people. Oh, okay, I won't expect that. I'll give you that. There's that double gangers of you. Shoving, oh, there's loads of me. Okay, shoving, arguing with, and fighting each other. Most are drab imitations of you, but a precious few are vivid and pull out your attention. Each of them bears an intricate pedicle tattoo on their head. Okay, I don't really know that. It's some kind of pet tattoo. In their eyes, their actions you see, the memories you discovered within the orbs, and the choices you made shining like distant stars. Your hand twitches at your side. So is this supposed to basically mean all these individual ones, is the different routes and paths I could took in at the start? So do you know how, like, I could have smashed that door instead of sneaking? If I smashed it, I would have looked in the eyes of the guy who smashed it. They're the ones who stand out, etc. But because I didn't, I looked at the guys who sneaked. Okay. And though some of the bright double gangers annoy you, an even smaller number immediately turn to you, waiting for you to choose them and learn what you might become. A rumble shakes the room. A slow vibration spreads from the darkness below, rippling towards the ceiling. I can got a lot of choices. Point at the double ganger with a charming smile. Okay, point at the double ganger with the clever eyes. Okay, so one's charming, one's clever. Point at the double ganger with a mystical symbol on his brow. I guess that's magic. Point at the double ganger moving stealthily through the crowd. So that's so I can stealth around. Point at the strong-wheeled double ganger. So he's going to be really tough and fighting. Step away from the mirror. Hopefully I can point at a bunch of them. But I should do it in the order that I think is most important. So I'm going to go stealthy. You blink and the double ganger is gone. Or so you think at first. For you can hear, just for a second, a low chuckle somewhere behind you. What? When you finally blink, it stands before you, once more, behind the glass, where it belongs, and waiting for your decision. Yes, that is who I am. Consider the other choice. Okay. The remaining double gangers scatter for the edges of the mirror and vanish. Oh, I was hoping I could do multiple, you know, like I could be a stealthy magic guy. Hopefully I can use magic. Remain double gang scout the edge of the mirror and yeah. Your chosen identity steps forward. Its appearance changes as it steps out of the rippling glass. Its face reflects confidence and cleverness. Shadows of weapons flicker in and out of its hand, and a few devices shimmer on its belt. You get the feeling you would be comfortable in a variety of situations. The word Jack sounds in your mind. Gains description stealthy, so jack of all trades. Yeah, I like to play games. I like to be jack of all trades. I like to basically do a bit of everything, even though I'm a little bit more stealthy and I can get myself out of situations. I like that type of character and have a little bit of magic, a bit of healing. I like to be a bit of everything. But the way I would describe it myself is like I used to play Star Wars Galaxies. Like my dad used to play it too, and I always had a way. I saw his character, saw mine. The way I described it to my dad is like you walk into a bar. There's 10 guys in there who are going to basically beat the living hell out of you. My dad's character would walk in. He would beat the living hell out of like 9 of them, and maybe 1 would beat him. Basically, so my dad's either walking in that bar and he's walking out with all 10 beat, or he's being killed by that last guy. That's the way he had characters. Where I had characters, I would walk in the same bar, they would all attack me. I would basically throw sand in the eyes, under the table, you know, shoot at the landslide, not landslide, the lamp, you know, the ceiling fans type thing. That falls down, smashes into 2. I'll scurry out from under the doors, under the legs. So there's maybe 1 or 2 I've taken out, but there's like the other 8 looking at confused. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? But I survived the situation. That's the way I like characters. And that's always the difference between the way I did mine and my dad did his. So if I can get a character like that in this, that'd be cool. So if I have to, I can fight and hold my own. But at the same time, if my back's against the wall, I know I'm going to lose, I can, you know, poke him in the eye, you know, sand in the eyes, under the legs, get out of there type thing. Because like Soul Scouts, I used to use Fake Death a lot. That was like one of my favourite moves. I'm taking you on, I'm getting... Oh, Ned, I'm doing nothing to you. So yeah, I'm dead, let me load, get the guy over there. Yeah, I'm unconscious. Yeah, just me dead. You know, type thing, on my back. Anyway, back to this game. Game description stealthy. Continue. Your doppelganger continues walking, stepping into you, filling you. That sounded wrong. Filling you, making you whole, and warm and fuzzy inside. Your decision rings out into the carnivorous room, awakening and locking vast mechanisms behind the wall. Suddenly, a grotesque noise rings through your shard worlds like a bell. If bells could rot, something is coming. Restore 2 might. Oh yeah, someone was hunting me, wasn't it, last episode? Restore 2 might pool. The mirror fades, leaving a dark open doorway. You take a deep breath and step through. Ooh, character creation! Your choices in the memories and the mirror have begun to build your character, but now you have the opportunity to decide on a number of details. First, you can decide to change your type. Yeah, like, you know, like blondes, maybe some redheads. Oh, not that type of type, okay. Type define the abilities and skills you will be able to acquire as you advance. Continue! Okay, last cast off. Stealthy Jack. Hopefully that's not my name, Jack. Hopefully it's Stealthy's Jack of all trades. Health 23, 23, not bad. Might, not bad. Speed 5. Intelligence, Edge. Represent your... What is that what that says? Oh, it's all Edge. Okay. Edge represents your intent talent with a particular stat pool. Each point of Edge reduces the total cost of activating ability and or spending effort by 1 point. This can lead to abilities being free to activate in 3 levels of effort. I love free! Okay, skills. 50% per level on attacks with heavy weapons. Nice. Penalty on attacks on this type. Stream conditions and... okay, so... Oh, I see. Oh, is red mean I don't have it and blue does? Yeah, that makes sense because there's stealth here. Yeah, that makes sense probably. Apparently I'm slow. I should be fast runner or whatever. So movement distance on the crisis... Each crisis turn. Reduce movement. Okay. What can I change? Oh, these. Change character type. Jacks are independent explorers and adventurers. Okay, that's good. They are jacks of all trades. Voila, like I said. Hence the name. And through the word also heckens back to fables involving a wily, resourceful hero who always seems to be named Jack. Jacks are at their best when they combine weapons, armor, whether that word is cybers and clever tongue. They are treasure hunters, gifters, scars, rogues, and experts in the Valley of Fields. And a lot of games, if there's rogue class, I tend to go roguish or druid with the rogue aspect, like with Warcraft. Can I change the name now? Okay, so what's this? Oh, okay, so it just changes this. Oh, it changes the clothes too. Neat. So what's Glaver? Glavers are elite warriors of the Ninth World, using weapons armor to fight their enemies. Scouts, guardians, warlords, and soldiers can be Glavers. Most Glavers either have a high might and use the heaviest armor and weapons available, or high speed and stick with light or ranged weapons and light or medium armor. Okay. Nanos are sometimes called mages. Ooh, That's what I wanted. I wanted to be stealthy with some mage stuff. Sometimes called mages, wizards, sorcerers, or witches by the people of the Ninth World. Whatever they're called, nanos master the mysterious of the past to the degree that they seem to perform miracles using that again. I guess that's that Estros thing. Spells like invocations that combine gestures, command words, and psychic disciplines. They tap into nana spirits. Numerous particles that suffers the landscape to alter reality or learn things that they couldn't otherwise know. I just think I said at the start this was done by the same people who done Pillars. I was thinking about it, wasn't this done by the people who did Wasteland? I'm getting confused between Wasteland's games. No, Wasteland did Tarantine. Pillars did this, didn't they? Or did Pillars do Tarantine? And Wasteland did this game. The people did Wasteland. One of the two devs did one or the other anyway. Get confused. Tap into narrow spirits, mineral particles, something. Yeah, landscape. So you can concentrate on increased, cyber limit, onslaught, intelligence, health. Your type determines your character abilities, bonus skills, and stats. Oh, looks like all this we're going to go through. Opportunist. Oh, that'll be cool. And what do I get? Flex skill. Choose Explorer Law of Combination skill. I think personally I should stick with what the choices I made that got me to that point, don't you? So I'm going to stick with that. And before I click next, I'm going to end the episode right here. So like, subscribe, and that good stuff, and tune in next time when we will see what the abilities, explore skills, weapon skills, and description are. See if we can change all this. So I've bye for now, people. Bye bye.